Hey everybody, Logan here. Are you one of those, well, I guess we could be sitting around 4 million plus owners of this bad boy right here, the Nintendo Switch 2? If you are, I'm pretty sure you're one of those that definitely wants yourself a Pro controller, but doesn't want to pay that $85 for this bad boy. Great controller, by the way, fantastic, but it's a little pricey. You know what? You can use all those Switch 1 controllers, including the GuliKit Elves 2 Pro. Remember I covered that recently? Well, they reached out to me and said, hey, you covered that one. That was great. You loved it. What about our first one? World's first Switch 2 Pro controller that can wake the console. And that is the Elves 2. Yes, I know the naming convention's a little weird, but we'll get into that into the video, why this one is called the Elves 2, but this can wake the console at about a third of the price. We're talking $29.99. I was shocked, and I was like, okay, I definitely want to cover it. They have two different colors. They have the black and the coral, and well, I like it. It's got that Sega Saturn S design, and you know what? I definitely want to try it out. The question is, how does it perform? Does it work well on the Switch 2? Let's find out, right? Let's unbox it and find out. Here we go. We have the Elves 2 controller. So compared to the last one being called the Elves 2 Pro, not 100% sure why they released it in that order. I'm just assuming that because of the functionality, it's a bit different. But this one is definitely for the Switch 2. And like I said in the intro, world's first third-party controller that can wake the Switch 2. And that is a fantastic thing, especially being priced at $29.99, where the Elves 2 Pro is a $50 controller. So yes, you are missing some of the features compared to the official Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller that's $85. This being almost a third of the price is a steal. So let's take a look at the box a little closer and see some of the features. As you can see, it's the black one right here. It's got an 800 mAh battery for about 20 hours of gameplay that charges in around 2 hours. It says compatibility with Switch, PC, Android, iOS. I'm not sure why they didn't type Switch 2 on there as well. I don't know, but it definitely is Switch 2. Transmission distance, 10 meters. That's around 30 feet. And then we've got Type-C, and then there's the name and brand. Now, if we look on the back, it says Hall electromagnetic joystick, Hall effect sticks, anti-stick drift, smooth, long life, dual vibration, anti-friction rings. Now, this is a little interesting. 1,000 hertz polling rate on wired connection, 730 hertz polling rate on wireless connection. So that's going to be for PC. I haven't seen anything as of recording that the Switch 2 can do more than 250 hertz. I've been looking, nothing official from Nintendo, and right now I still haven't seen any official test outside of that where anybody's torn it down and found out. But as of right now, it's still, everything I've seen is 250 hertz. But keep this in mind, you will be able to use it on PC and get that full hertz out of it. SS floating D-pad, Sega Saturn. And then you've got your built-in acceleration sensor, gyro. You've got gyro. Adjustable joystick sensitivity with on-off dead zone. Adjustable rapid-fire turbo button. All-in-one controller with multi-platform versatility. Supports Switch Wake-Up. Large rechargeable lithium battery. So there you go. That's a mouthful, but it's a lot in a little package. So let's open her up. There's actually no paper or anything, so very simple. Now, one thing I do like about all the GuliKit, still not 100% sure. Haven't heard anybody else say it, so they give you a case. Nice, durable, that you can charge the controller on the inside. And I just realized there's no charge cable, but no big deal. I'm sure everybody has a million Type-C cables around their house. So let's open that up there. Nice controller. It's a little lighter than what I expected. Again, taking a look at my older video, I'll link it in the description, don't worry about it. The Elves 2 Pro controller, It is a little heavier. This one's a bit lighter. The other one had that classic Japanese Sega Saturn look. This one does not. It's got, that's a nice set of sticks right there. Really smooth. Anti-friction, definitely. Nice floaty D-pad. Buttons are pure membrane. Digital shoulder buttons, digital triggers, Type-C, no flappy paddles. Now, if you look on the back, it says NS, PC, iOS, and that is your on and off. And we have the Elves 2 naming convention there on the back. Pretty simple, pretty straight to the point. It's very comfortable if you like that Sega Saturn-esque feel. It's really nice. Let's see, is that the home button? Did we get a little light there? Boom, we got some light. Okay, so we do have charge. Let's pull over my Switch 2, connect it right away, and of course we're going to do the wakey, hands off snakey. You know, I've never understood what that meant. I forgot what movie that was in. If you guys remember the movie that came from, I don't remember. So let's sync this up with the Switch 2. So there's a certain way you want to do it. Let me show you so you don't press a couple of things and go, why isn't it working this way? This is the way you got to do it. So make sure your Switch is booted up. Switch 2. Go into your controller settings. Change grip order. Turn it on. Press this. Good to go. Very simple, very straightforward, very fast. So that's going to be your sync button. That's going to be your home button. So let's go back out. Yes, Crysis is downloaded because of course I have to test all the gyro and everything else. So let's put the system back into sleep mode, just like you would with a regular controller. System sleep, controller's off. All right, hit the home button. There you go. It rumbles to let you know it connects. Yes, but as you look, it does connect as a Switch 1 controller. Let me go back into it. So it does show that it's supposed to be a Switch 1 controller, so keep that in mind, but it can wake the console. So this is going to be the first third-party controller that can wake your Switch 2. Yes, it is a Switch 1 detected controller, but it still works. So does it really matter? Not really. So yeah, if you want to play any kind of games, yes, you can do it. Let's test. What should we do? Let's test the Genesis game before we go into Crysis to get all the nitty gritty. It only makes sense to test a Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, if you will, style controller with a Sega game. So let's go with Streets of Rage 2. I think I might have a save. Yeah. Ooh. So you can still move around with the stick, with the D-pad, and you get all your functionality just like you would. So that is a great controller. I love the Genesis floaty D-pad. Back when I was a kid, I didn't really, but there are certain styles of floaty D-pads that I'm not a big fan of. It's quiet, it's soft, this one's comfortable, and I think this is a great variation. Now let's go back and boot up Crysis. One thing I will say about booting up Crysis for the first time on Switch 2, significantly faster than Switch 1. So one thing to keep in mind, the triggers are digital, just like standard Switch controllers. Super responsive. Super smooth. Now, people are going to ask, what's next? Of course, gyro. So let's turn on the gyro. There you go. Whoa. Wow. Very sensitive. But that's a good thing when you're using gyro. For all of those who do. So there you go. It's great for retro games, great for modern games. It works if you're playing shooters, beat 'em ups, what have you. So yes, you can use it on your Mario Karts, you can use it on your Mario Parties, you can use it on your Zeldas, you can use it on your Crysis, you can use it on your Street Fighters, you can use it on your Streets of Rage, you can use it on your Shredder's Revenge. Doesn't matter what, it has the functionality. As long as it's not something that requires HD Rumble 2, because no, it does not have that. So keep that in mind, but otherwise it is a fantastic controller. I really like this one. It doesn't have a C button, so keep that in mind as well. But I think this is by far one of the better ones. If you guys have used the previous one, the Elves 2 Pro, it's that, but, well, it can wake up the Switch too. So I do really like both of these controllers, and thank you, GuliKit, for sending me this Elves 2. And honestly, from the time I received it to the time that I'm recording this part of the video, I've been using it quite often to play games such as NES games. I was playing Mario 2 earlier. As you saw, I was playing Streets of Rage. I've been testing out for quite some time, and I really do like it. So I can honestly say that this is a fantastic controller. I state in a lot of my other videos that I use them for about a week, and then I switch to the next one. This one I've been using for almost a month at this time, and it has been fantastic. So there is an update out if you need to when you receive it. Don't know, it should already be updated. But same thing with the Elves 2 Pro. But GuliKit has a list of updates depending on your controllers that you have if you need to update them, just like most other companies. But this one is has been just great since I've used it, and I think it's fantastic. But make sure when you do, you look on the back, you make sure it's in Switch mode, in S. Otherwise, you got your Android, iOS, and PC. And if you just want to turn off the controller, just hit the controller's off. Turn it right back on. Boop. Boop. There you go. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. If you have any questions about the new Elves 2 from GuliKit, let me know. Drop in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer whatever I can. Like I said, I've been using it for almost a month now. I think it's been around 3 weeks that I've had it, and it is a fantastic controller. Again, thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.